Hello, everybody, and welcome to the podcast. We are Stadia Party Chat Podcast, and this is episode 35. We're hitting you up on March 20th. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all those who celebrated. I'm here, as always, joined by my super co host, Sebastian Nads614, as he goes on the fire teams. How are you doing today?
Good yourself. I had a good day, good weekend.
Yeah, I had a good weekend. Some green Jello shots definitely got the best of me, but yeah, I'm still alive. I'm still here, still kicking.
That's good. That's good. I didn't had too much to drink. I think I'll open my bottle of like Cuban rum this weekend on Friday, so it's pretty good.
Ooh,
Other than that, that was pretty much it, right? I play some Destiny 2. How about yourself? Did you play a lot of Destiny 2?
I'm getting into Destiny 2 as much as I can, trying to get that Tarnation, and I was not able to get my second Tarnation frame this time around. Very upset about that. So, but let me jump into a little bit of the intro here.
Mm,
Here at Stadia Party Chat Podcast, we are two Canadian gaming enthusiasts, both founding members at Stadia, who love the platform and enjoy sharing the news, discussing rumors, and having fun at the same time. As always, you're going to catch the latest from Destiny 2 and Stadia news and rumors. So let's get into episode 35 and what we'll be talking about. As always, we'll be hitting you up with Destiny 2. We'll be hitting you up with the TWAB and basically our play experience this week. And then we'll be getting into some news stories here. We got a lot of time trials. So anonymous play can happen instant, no login. That's going to be cool. We got a delay on one game. We got an update on another. So we're going down and up and lots of stuff happening. So let's get into it. Nads, how was playing Destiny 2 this week? I feel like that may be the only game that we locked into for Stadia this week.
Yeah, I think I'm getting at the end of it of doing everything. I think we have one more week on reset to get the moth and to get that triumph. I still need to look for the feature, but I've been farming for like guns, just a crafting to maximize. I think I'm missing um what I'm missing. I'm missing a bow from the wellspring, and I'm missing two weapon from the season to be able to craft. So looking pretty good on my side. I think I was lucky enough to get what I needed. But other than that, Ben just try to do the raid so like I can get the exotic gun. Which didn't really drop. I think the only thing I'm missing from that raid is armor, really, at this point. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much that, I think. I did there was like some activity, like more of the story this week. I don't know if you did it. I think like you mentioned about it, but yeah, I did some of the story. Quite interesting. That was the end of the week, so and I also work into my uh, the uh, the video from the last season of the Lost. I'm still working on it. My issue was that I played with three different computers during that time, so now I'm trying to find all those videos. But I should be able to release them soon. But like this week with the season, if you haven't been told, like this is gonna be a spoiler, but yeah, so Crow like had a moral issue, not a moral issue, but like he didn't like what we were doing to the Ive. And don't get me wrong, at the end of the day, I feel like the Ive are not the bad guy anymore. They were just got left over and like got pushed the wrong direction, I guess. And then like they were like keeping in the lab in the tube, and then the Scion was reading their mind to try to get as much information and stuff like that. And then Crow didn't like that, so he destroyed the machine, and by doing so, he killed the Scion that Cattle. Fuck, I never know how to say her name. Cattle. Anyway, the leader of the Cabal, she sent that Scion, and Crow killed him. So now we at the point where she's pissed, and now she's like she want revenge, not revenge, but more like eye for an eye. That's the tradition of the Cabal. and she was asking for that. And Zavala was not ready to give that. He was ready to defend Crow. But Lord Saladin just stepped in, so he decided to give himself. And what she did is that she recognized and respected his courage and stuff like that, and promoted him to the um, Brachus Forge. So he's gonna be part of the war console for the Cabal. So that should be interesting. I think like the main thing, what the reason why Lord Saladin did that was because of the he wanted to maintain that alliance, because he think like, oh, with like the witness now on there, like they need like more like sides to be with. So hopefully like the Cabal is gonna be sticking on their like side, and Lord Saladin, I think that's gonna be a good idea. He's gonna be sitting in the war console. He's gonna be able to advise her and just be sure that it's working with the Guardian or like with Vanguard, right? So I think that's a very good twist, and I really like where it's heading. He's still gonna be doing the Iron Banner as he said, so, and she's gonna let him do it, so that's good. Yeah, but like quite interesting in the story. I don't know where we're gonna lead for next season, but we had like a lot of speculation about the next few seasons, what we're gonna see. We're gonna see a Warmind coming back, like Rasputin. We haven't heard about him since before Beyond Light, pretty much. I don't know what happened with him. There's a little few detail, but apparently there's some hint towards this way. So I can wait to see what's happening with Rasputin. Other than that, there's going to be more development with the Cabal, I think, and with the Hive, with the Throne World. I'm expecting us to go back to the Throne World, maybe dealing with the Scorn even more. Vex, the Vex is gonna be still around, but we haven't like worked with them like so far, or like fight them so far this season. It was mainly like the Scorn and the Ives, so quite interesting. Other than that, like if we move on, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go to the TWAB if you want
TWAB
to. Yeah,
time.
yeah.
All right, I'll
Want to
share
share?
the screen here.
Yeah. Um, Yeah, this week was a lot of Iron Banner. So Iron Banner was available. So I mentioned like quickly about uh, the the story with Lord Saladin and Cattle. I don't know how to say her name.
Katali
Katali.
is probably wrong.
we
I think it's
yeah.
Cadle.
Cadle, yeah, there you go, Cadle. So like they show a picture right when he's basically telling her like, I'm gonna offer myself, and he's basically offering his service at the end. So that should be interesting. And we also saw another battleground that was on the moon today. So there's 3 battleground now, or side battleground. So there's one Cosmodrome, EDZ, in the moon. Moving on, we got Iron Banner. So we already mentioned it last week, and you can see you can get the sword and the end cannon. The sword is very similar to the it's a vortex frame, so it's similar to the what's the falling
The Fall
guillotine.
18, yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know why
and
they have 2 void vortex frames, but okay.
I don't know. Um, I really don't know. That's the same thing on Nudix. Nudix is like they couldn't make it something else, like
Arc.
yeah, arc or like solar or even
We
stasis.
have
Like
a solar vortex frame.
oh, we
We
do.
just yeah, it's warlock only.
Oh
It's
yeah.
that blade. I forget it.
Uh,
Eternity's Edge, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, still, they should like went with something other than Void. I guess this season's all about Void, so that's why they went with it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
let's
the
get
same
hardcore
thing,
void all season, it
I
seems.
know. It's like well, like there's the end cannon. The end cannon is a
Solar,
solar
right?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's solar. It's a precision frame. So 180 RPM. I haven't seen 180 RPM for a while, if I'm wrong.
Uh,
Um,
well, we
it's
have bottom dollar, right? And what's Igneous Hammer?
Ball and Dollar is not 180. Ball and Dollar is at 120. So 180 we have in that frame. it's a precision frame. We have the Iculus and Canon. That's been a while. It's been out, and a Prosperity, which is Arc. So, and that one came out in the during the raid VSC. So it's good. So now we have like a 3 different elemental for that type of cannon, which is good. But like I don't know if you got the 2 new end cannon. They both arc. They both adaptive frame. You got the Crisis Inverted and the Cantata 57. So
Right. Yeah, I've seen
they're
those.
like a world drop, but like I'm like, why are you giving us 2 end cannon the same type, same frame, and same like class or subclass? It's like, come on, put some variety in there. But all good. I'm not a big end cannon person. Well, I feel sometimes like I like to play End Cannon, but this season I haven't been playing End Cannon that much. But I really like the fact they came out with that 180. I got killed like a few times with that End Cannon, and you got to think about that. Those weapons have the Iron Banner trait with it. So if you look at the sword, the trait is basically the Skulking Wolf. So during the hunt, final blow with this weapon, grant an ants radar and remove you from opposite radar. So you kind of vanish in the radar. So it's pretty good. Quite an interesting perk. I think it's the same thing for the end cannon or any other like Iron Banner weapon that drops. So quite interesting extra there. So for those weapons. And you still have like a lot of older weapon dropping, and the armor this season is just the what do you call it, the fish one, I think. It's like it looked like a crab. It looked like, yeah, it's like a fish style or ocean style, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the Iron Banner. But like, yeah, grind away because you got a quest also, and there's also the 4 bounties you can do for getting pinnacle. So my Titan is almost at 1560, so I'm quite happy with that. Moving on, so save the date. So if you scroll down, Bungie gave us like some save the date, some timeline about what's gonna happen this season. They gave us like in a text format like this, which is weird. Previous season and previous time they had like a nice poster. But that being said, the community got together and there's 2 people that created a poster. One of them was the True Vanguard VR, and the other person was Atlas. So as you can see there on Twitter, it got posted. If you're more a visual person, there you go. You can go on there and see it. But an overview, I'll just go over them. So right now we had the Iron Banner for this week, March 22nd. So at reset, we're gonna have the Legend Psyop Battleground, Vow Disciple Challenge. So now all the challenges are gonna be available. Not all, sorry. It's gonna be 1 per week usually. So the challenge is gonna be available to do it. So that's good. Start April 1st. April's full. We're gonna have Trials Lab Zone Capture. So if you're a Trials fan, like go ahead and try the Trials Lab. I really like the fact they're doing that. Can't wait to see the Gambit one. Then the April 5th, we're gonna have the Grandmaster Nightfall starting. April 8th, we're gonna have again Trials Lab, but this time it's gonna be Freelancer. April 12th, we're gonna have Iron Banner again. April 19th, Vow Disciple Master Difficulty. April 22nd, again Trials Lab. Zone Capture, May 3rd to May 24th, we're gonna have Guardian Game. So again, the Olympic, probably Hunter is gonna win again. I think that one time we had the Titan winning, but
Didn't
yeah,
Warlock win last season?
maybe.
Yeah,
I
I
think there
thought
was something they got together. No, I think Titan ended up being last. No.
Warlock Master Race. I think they won last season if I'm not mistaken.
I was pretty sure it's Hunter, but they didn't finish last because they were like second, close
Who
to
won the
first.
Guardian Games 2021? Okay, never mind. It was the Hunters. I was wrong.
But remember, there was something. The community got together, all the warlock, and they want to do as much activity together to raise it higher. And they were close to be the hunter, I think. I know.
Oh,
I remember that the Titan were way in the bottom. So, um,
ouch. Okay.
yeah. After the Guardian game, we're gonna have on the May 6th. We have a Trials Lab. Uh, sorry, like that's during a
The
Guardian game.
freelance. Yeah.
Yeah, the freelance community voted map. So I'm guessing that we're gonna be able to go on Twitter to vote for the map, or they're gonna probably put a link in the TWAB for that. So stay tuned for that. May 10, doing again like Guardian game. We're gonna have Iron Banner, and then May 20, we're gonna have Trials Lab, freelance and zone capture. So mix of both. So that's very good. I like that. But yeah, other than that, just like something to mention, Iron Banner. So they post on Twitter about this. Make sure you use all your token and don't maintain your bounties, because I think they're gonna do some revamping of Iron Banner reputation system. Maybe there's not gonna be any more bounties. Probably gonna be very similar to like Gambit or Trials in terms of like getting loot or anything like that. So if you're chasing for a specific, it's gonna be easier. You're gonna get the engram. You're just gonna change it for that. So quite happy that they're gonna do that. So make sure you use all your token and you use all your bounties before the reset. So there we go. Moving on, crafting. So they've been changing crafting. So their vision at first, it's not how it ended. One thing they mentioned in there, like before I tell like the change, the way they were planning is that every perk you had to like chase them to unlock them, and every perk will have a currency. So let's say you want Rampage on your gun, you had to chase it to get Rampage, and then be able to unlock it, and it will give you some sort of currency, so you can put that perk on your gun. Well, they found at the end it was like too many currency, so they shortened down to like 4 currency, which the one we know of, the what do you call them? I need to find the name now.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
really bad at this crafting stuff.
yeah,
I was
they're
like,
Ruminous, Aedrut, Mutual, and Drown, and Energetic element. So those element, what they're gonna do for reset, they're gonna increase them to 1,000. So instead of being 250, they're gonna be increased to 1,000. They kind of consider the legendary crafting material, basically. And then next season they're gonna just delete them. They're all gonna be gone. So it's not even worth it to keep weapons just to like unlock them. I'm keeping them more for next week, but yeah, they kind of changing the way. So all we're gonna be left with is the neutral element, and that on reset's gonna increase to 10,000. So the max out, instead of being 8,500, it's gonna get to 10,000. So that's pretty good. I think the idea is that it kind of caused an issue where people were accumulating the weapon with the attunement on it, and then like they, like myself, I keep it in the vault. Now my vault is full. So it's just defeat the purpose what they want to do with the crafting, right? But
yeah, it's not really my cup of tea right now. It's not how I would prefer it, like playing Wellspring only to get these red frame weapons. Like I just wish it was easier. And then the currency, I just feel like I have so much of
yeah,
either one that like I'm only gonna recraft the weapon once I get it to level 16 anyways. Like I don't need that much currency.
and that's just it, all right? So you're probably gonna recraft it twice after, yeah. So you raise it to 16, then you're gonna change the frame, like so you have the masterwork is gonna be like reloading range or something like that. That's gonna cost some, and also like just changing the perk, and that's pretty much it. I think I played with my weapon once or twice. Maybe I can go back into it and put like a hand ends like perk, but that's pretty much it. But like you said, it's like too much currency, too much farming the same activity. Found the wellspring. I thought like I was done with like farming it, and then After I got my delay from my Hunter, I realized that if I want the delay from my Warlock and Titan, I have to farm the Wellspring to get it. I'm like, are you kidding? More
So
Wellspring.
I have a Wellspring story. Last night, yesterday, I was farming Wellspring because I needed that last tarnation for to get the pattern. Kept playing it, legs, chest, legs, legs. I'm like so upset, and Hannah's like, "Okay, we gotta go. We're going out tonight. Get in the cab." I'm like, "Okay, I got 30 minutes in the cab. I could definitely pull out my phone, hit up Stadia." Boom, I'm in a Wellspring on my phone, like playing. It was running so smooth, like amazingly smooth. And Hannah's like, "What are you doing? This better stop before the party." I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah, like 15 minutes." Still no tarnation, and I was just so upset. But
Yeah.
pretty cool that I could just like grab my phone, boom, I'm into it, and I'm farming it on the drive.
How did you do that? Like on the phone, you just play on the screen?
Yeah, touchscreen.
Oh my God, that's interesting. It's
I
pretty.
was doing not bad.
Yeah, that's good. You just have
Mhm.
almost to stop to shoot or something like that, because the shooting button is like on top. Oh, no,
I'm
yeah.
like playing like this, like spider fingers or
Yeah,
something.
that's funny. That's awesome though. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I got the 15 minute. Just jump on your phone and farm a wellspring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, a lot of Wellspring. Yeah, I'm not done with them. I still need to get one of the bow, but then that'll be it. But one of the other thing too they mentioned is that they increase the rate drop because at first there's no drop, but I feel like they didn't increase it by much. But yeah, it's like the exotic have done so many, still has haven't got like the Titan or the Warlock. So that's gonna be some my activity gonna be spending. Right now I'm just doing like four per character just to get the the tier one pinnacle. But yeah, anyway, so that's pretty much this with if you go through the 12, they explain like how they were looking to do, but like it changed. So they gonna probably add more weapon next season to be craftable. I know previously they were like talking about the crafting. They were mentioning about the um, what do you call it, the Oculus weapon. That was one of the weapon type they wanted to go for. I can't wait to see if they are gonna release, let's say, the Black Armory weapon, because oh man, those weapons were freaking great. I remember having a God roll, the Tartaran, and the what's
The
the other
pulse
rifle?
rifle
The
was really
pulse
good.
rifle, yeah, the
Uh,
furnace, yeah. Like those weapons, I freaking love it. Armorhead, that was a great machine gun. But yeah, so hopefully next season we're gonna see more weapon to craft, and hopefully that's gonna reduce our like all the weapon we have in the vault. Because as you think, if you think about it, the more weapon you're gonna be able to craft, the less you're gonna accumulate in your vault. Because you're just gonna go with the perk you want, and then from there you're just gonna delete the extra. Because like usually, I need to go through my vault again because I'm maxed out again. But like usually I keep one weapon for PvP, one weapon for PvE, and I started like deleting some because some PvP weapon I'm not gonna use in PvP. I usually go back to the same weapon for PvP. So yeah, all good. So moving on. So talking about the odd fix. So on Tuesday they're gonna do the odd fix. They're gonna remove. They're gonna change some of the crafting. But that being said, they're gonna have to shut down the server for a couple hours from the sound of it. 2 hours, same as usual. So yeah, I just a comment. You sometimes like the reset you can stay on, but I think we're gonna get booted. So no Zer what do you call Zer glitches to see if you can get like different role. Other than that, if you haven't or get your jacket, get it. You got until March, what does it say? March 31st to order your jacket. So if you're interested, it's a pretty neat jacket, really, but quite expensive. I don't know if it's Canadian proof, for the temperature we have here.
No, I mean, what? They're based in California, right? They don't know winter.
So some known issue that they have there, I don't know if you've noticed, but all the vendor in the tower or anywhere, they all sell low stat armor, like in the 40s and 50s. I'm like, even Zer. So they noticed that it's gonna be something they're gonna be fixing. There was something about the sniper zoom, so they want to fix. Previously they talked about that. I don't think it's on there. And just something I remember they were talking about changing some of the zoom, and they want to make sure all the older weapon don't get affected. So that's something else is going to come up. I don't know if it's going to be in the fix coming up, but yeah. There's some issue there with the raid. So people are not receiving credit for the raid carry. Yeah, I saw this. Okay. Uh, I gonna have to look how many raid carry I'm at, because like I think I didn't get. I think I'm at 3, and I should have like a little bit more, but I could be wrong. Well, yeah. Oh, also the big thing. If you had the Pathfinder and Lixney armor set, for some reason it's not appearing in the ornament, so you cannot wear it anymore. I noticed that, and I thought like, oh, that's weird. Like I'm pretty sure I had it for this character. Well, that's one of the things they noticed, and they're gonna be fixing. So.
Oh, that is weird. I like that armor
I
set,
know. I
like
really like the
the fur coat.
Pathfinder. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a nice one. It's kind of weird. I kind of disappear. I think it's when they play around with their like API. And other than that, that's pretty much it. There's 2 video, one 4K video just showing some scenery of Destiny, which looks amazing, and the other movie of the wig charging. It's pretty funny. They at the boss fight, they killing Rolk, and basically they all white, but they kill him and they respawn. So pretty
It's
interesting.
politics' tagline.
Don't die, exactly. Yeah. That's awesome. And then there's like some art. It's pretty good there. Like he got the
Oh,
witness seeing like a tweet or something like that about the light being what did it say? Might
might
rise these
rise these
krill
krill, lol.
light
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 twins,
wind. And
light
then like
winds.
where the witness noticed that and is like, Rock, you go. Like he's calling him to like go destroy them. There's another. The next one is show Rock with his eye eel boots doing his dancing and stomping everyone basically, because he's always kicking and that's how he kill people, right? I feel like he
Yeah,
killed more people like with the kick than like with his dash or something like that. But yeah,
I don't know. I just always stay out of the way. I don't understand how people are
yeah.
getting trapped.
I
Like he
was.
shows you the direction he's going in.
Mhm. Like I was explaining to someone the other day, I was like, it's like a tree falling, right? You don't want to go the same direction the tree is falling because he's gonna catch you, right? You want to go like separate direction. The other
Yeah.
thing I noticed too, if you go against him too, sometimes you just fly by you and you don't get hit by him. So, something to try. But that's pretty much it for the TWAT this week. There's more to come. So again, remember to get rid of your token for Iron Banner and also your bounties for Iron Banner. Don't accumulate them. I don't know if they're gonna get rid of the bounties. I don't know what they're gonna do exactly. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, I think there's like more stuff coming for Destiny. Um, we just gonna have to stay in touch. Just verify Bungie the Twitch on not Twitch on Twitter. They keep releasing stuff on Twitter, but they don't mention it anywhere else, which is quite interesting. So yeah,
Cool.
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 But, yeah.
All right. So that's it for the TWAB.
Hmm.
Let's get into the news.
Yes. Yes.
And welcome to the news segment of ChatStadia. All right. So, what are we going to get in today? What's happening in Stadia on the following or the past week? Well, we have a big announcement for those people who love to make their wine. The Napa Valley expansion arrives March 24th. Um, so those people who love making wine, it's coming to Stadia and it's coming on the 24th. So get ready. This is update 1.3.3 and I know you've been into making some wine. Have you made any more bottles since?
No, but like I should get back into it and I should stream it. That it's very good. Like I found the game. I don't know if there's an ending to it. I was just keep playing, just making money, buying everything. I don't know if there's an ending to it, but like it's fun. It's addictive. It's just like making wine. And I think now you can play with your touch screen, right?
Yeah,
Or you
it's
can play on
got
your phone. So
the
I
support.
should probably do that. Jump on my phone while watching a show with the wife and just like make some wine. But this is a great game. I freaking love it. I'll go back into it. That's for sure. But yeah, definitely worth trying if you like. It's a more a strategy type of game, if that makes sense. So yeah.
Yeah, so they're adding a new game scenario, which is the Napa Valley, a new grape variety, including Cabernet Sauvignon, a Zinfandel, and a Pinot Noir, as well as a Riesling. There's going to be some new challenges, some new tools, and some new structures, new aging options. So you get to control time a little differently, I assume, and flavors and new bottling customizations.
Oh.
And that's
I
pretty
think the
neat. So,
aging option, it's like, you can put in different type of barrel for the aging, for the quality. I think that's what it
ah,
is, yeah.
that makes sense.
So maybe there's gonna be another option for like, you can ferment it like in this type of barrel, this specific type of wood, maybe. Who knows? That's cool.
Yeah, so now's a better time than ever to hop
Mm-hmm.
into the 100 Days Wine Simulator. And that's a Stadia Makers game, so good to show
Mm-hmm.
them some love too. And that's a pro title, right?
Yeah, it's a
Right,
pro
because I have
title. Yeah.
access to it.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
it's a pro
Yeah.
title. Yeah.
Cool. So, this next article is interesting, and I wanted to talk to you about this. Basically, get your thoughts on some of these titles as I go through them. So, this is a list we were working on at Stadia Source. I mean, I contributed a little bit, but not too much. I believe it was mostly Lee. Let me check at the bottom. Yeah, Lee had the idea to write this and he put it together. So this is a list of games that have been rated, and we're asking, where are they? So pretty interesting stuff. The Last Kids on Earth and the Staff of Doom. So this is like an outright title. It looks to me, yeah, outright games. I've been a huge supporter of Stadia. So to me, I feel like they have this game in the chamber. It's been rated. It's just gonna come soon. So it was rated a year ago. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I could see them being like, okay, we're gonna release a kid game every month, and like it's just like this is gonna be our April or May slot.
I
But
can see
yeah,
that. Or like maybe they keep those game in backlog to release it straight to pro or something. But yeah,
yeah,
I think that makes
yeah.
sense what you said.
And then Surviving the Aftermath. So this is a post-apocalyptic title that was rated for Stadia back in December 2020.
Oh wow.
What? Oh my gosh. On the same day that the Stadia version was rated, the game was also rated for PS4 and Nintendo Switch. These versions have all launched as of November 16th, 2021. So leaves ourselves asking, where is the Stadia version? And we see that Paradox Interactive, is working with Stadia. They were listed on their participating partners in that Google Development Summit. So, what's up? We're surviving the aftermath. When's it coming to Stadia? Hopefully soon.
Maybe with the new formatting for like changing a game that came from Windows or like and then transferring to Linux, it's gonna be easier and make it easier for them to release it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, hopefully it's just like, hey, let's implement these tools. We've been waiting for them. So,
Exactly.
Yeah, because they didn't. They're like, oh, we can only afford to spend like 6 days and 6 guys on this, so we're gonna wait till the tools, something like that, maybe.
Yeah,
Football Manager. So we got the first one like right off of the bat. It was one of the initial games we had on the Stadia library, and it's just like where are 21 and 22? They seem to be missing from the Stadia library. Um, they have been rated. At least 21 was rated. So yeah, just a bit of a question mark.
that's a game on Stadia. Jeez, I don't even
Football
remember.
Manager. It's like a
It's not
it's a
Maiden, right?
simulation. It's a simulation like football game. So people
Oh,
just like choose their players and they all the games are simulated.
that's cool.
Yeah. I mean people love that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And to play on your phone, I mean like that's just beyond easy to do.
Yeah, definitely.
So my suspect is unfortunately maybe not a lot of people bought into Football Manager 2020 on Stadia, and so they were like, why would we do 2021?
That's just it. Yeah, and then the community being quite small in Stadia, they don't want to invest too much.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money for them to convert it to be on Linux. So, like I said, hopefully with all the changes from the summit, that would help a lot of the developer to release their game easily.
So we have Mafia Definitive Edition plus Mafia 2. So both of these games were rated, and this is the same song and dance. Um, I mean, back in 2020 of May. So, I mean, we've been waiting for these titles. We did get Mafia 3. I don't know if you play Mafia 3. I go in it every now and then. It's really got that like Grand Theft Auto feel in the 1940s.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, Pretty cool, like very story heavy, like a lot of story moments. It's probably the reason why I don't play as much because I tend to prefer games where I'm not like having to pay attention all that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm glad we have Mafia 3, but the other two would be a good addition as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to try and race through these a little bit faster. We got RBI Baseball 20. So, baseball game would be a great addition. I'm surprised we don't have one yet, especially when it's rated in March 20th of or March 2020. So,
Mm-hmm. A while
yeah,
ago.
I hope that isn't just a lost game. And now we have Adventures Time. So the Adventure Time is a huge IP. I mean, again, it's outright. So I feel like this will come. It's just a matter of time. We have Far Cry 4 and Far Cry Primal. So again, Ubisoft, I feel like they're just like, we'll get to it when we get to it. I mean, I'm sure people are not like craving Far Cry 4 and Primal like crazy, but yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't even see it as being a huge thing. So
They have a lot of game Ubisoft that they still need to release. Part of Ubisoft Plus, For Honor, it's like one I would like to see on Stadia.
yeah, but they said they removed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very big supported to Stadia. Another small mistake for Honor listed. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to play that, and I see it on GeForce Now, but it's like I can't. I don't like waiting for GeForce Now. I don't know. Ocean's Heart. So this is one of the most puzzling ones on our list. It was rated in November, another 2020 game, top-down RPG title, rated for Stadia, and I guess a mystery. It released on Nintendo Switch just last month, so hopefully we could see it coming very soon to Stadia.
Yeah.
Borderlands and the pre-sequel in Borderlands 2. Yeah, so like I understand maybe why this one is not a big one. I don't know if you saw the controversially, I don't know, the comments that CEO Randy Pitchford made where he
Oh.
was like Stadia is not that awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, like the
Mm.
fact they released Borderlands 3 and it was like on Stadia, and it didn't like. I remember we were playing it and I found like mine was kind of stuttery. I found like
Yeah.
if you're on the Chromecast, it will work better than if you're on the via PC. So they still like need to work on it, I think. But like, yeah, the fact that he's like not for it, well, too bad. Maybe eventually he's gonna catch up. He's gonna be realizing that everything's moving towards cloud gaming, and Stadia's ahead of it. So
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, how much longer are people going to be buying consoles? But we'll see.
yeah.
Especially with Luna coming out and like Stadia and like all of these options and the hubs on the Samsung TVs, like people are just gonna say when it comes to like seeing their kids and being like, should I buy you a PS4 or can you just play what you want on the TV?
It's
Like,
just, and it's more for the company, right? If you look at PlayStation or Xbox, every time you release a console, they losing money. The way they come back and make money is by selling the games or the subscription usually.
yeah.
So it's more expensive for a company to release consoles than to like have a platform that's on cloud. Like everybody has a device nowadays. So yeah, quite interesting.
Yeah, and so another game that's a little bit interesting on this list, I'm trying to find some information behind it, is do you remember Threta? Remember that game? Threta? It was a fantasy action adventure game inspired by ancient Sri Lankan mythology.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah, they had like a
It,
sort of preview video of like not the gameplay but the cinematic, right?
yeah, it was supposed to come out in December on Stadia. So yeah,
Huh.
just a little strange that we've never heard anything. I'm going to their Twitter page now and just like no mention of anything in the past little bit. So
Hmm. Maybe they're still working at it.
yeah, yeah, but it's too bad. I'd
Yeah.
like to see more on it because it looked very interesting. Gave me sort of like a Prince of Persia and adventure type game.
Yeah.
So
Hmm. No, it was like quite interesting. I would like to see that coming.
all right. Right, so those are the lost games of Stadia. Now let's get into this Chorus update. So Chorus is the game that maybe not be made for me because I got sick with the whole teleporting behind other ships situation. Because I was like, oh my god, and like the whole like 3D world aspect. I don't know. I feel like it's too much for my brain to handle. Like when you have to think about above, below, in front, beside, like all the angles. I don't know.
Was there not a button to make it so like you're more stable if you're like going everywhere, you just like kind of level up or something like that? I think
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
that, yeah. I
Yeah, I still
guess
get
you'll
sick.
get used to it or something, but yeah.
Maybe it's just I'm not a dog fight video game person. Like a lot of people like those flight sims and stuff like that. Maybe I'm just I like being on the ground.
Yeah.
There's some balancing fixes, localization, and some bug fixes. So everything that you would expect out of some hot fixes and jump into course. I'm sure it's running smoother.
It might be a general like odd fix for like all platform, really.
Yeah. This was interesting, and maybe we should get on and try this sometime soon. But Trivial Pursuit 2 is available in live. Oh, it's for Ubisoft.
Uh-huh.
I was like, why did it show up on my thing? Okay, I get it now. So yeah, very interesting. Trivial Pursuit 2 live. I never even saw this coming. I didn't realize this was a thing. But yeah, you can stream to your Twitch viewers. You can open up the questions, it seems, to them. So fans of Trivial Pursuit, you can get the digital version. Jump on in.
That's awesome. I like the party games like that. That's gonna be very good.
Yeah.
If you can play on your phone, similar to the other party game that was on there. What's his name?
Jackbox.
Jackbox, yeah.
Yeah. So we have Elemental War 2 arriving on Stadia this May. So it's officially been confirmed for May 6th. So that sort of takes it out of a pro title, but no worries. I didn't expect it to really be a pro title. It looks like a great game. It features popular tower defense principles, Face powerful elements and special abilities, solve quests, 11 varied maps, and you can play alone or in co-op. So, and there's going to be some global leaderboards, and as always, we always have people tracking the leaderboards now and saying how many Stadia people are on leaderboards. It's kind of fun to see those things.
Yeah, and it seemed like to be more a 3D than a 2D. Usually, like those tower defender are more top down. This one looked like more a 3D top down, 3D like tower defender. So that makes sense. So
Oh,
yeah,
I can get it playing. Here we go.
so it gives
Yeah,
you an
so it's like
idea.
all tower defense.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
fun.
cool. I feel like we don't actually have like a real tower defense. Like the tower defense that we have, you kind of play like the guy on the ground, right? And you can do like the orc war.
Yes,
War.
that's orc must die. That's like a tower
Yeah,
defense too. Yeah, it's
a
like
little
a
bit
just a
different.
different variant, really.
This looks like more of a traditional tower defense
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's neat.
Cool. But yeah, Lumote got announced with it through the Stadia community blog. So this is another game they announced at the same time.
Yeah, it hit a small delay, but they're saying it's to give the game an extra coat of polish, and the fact that we see it on May 1st sort of suggests that hey, this is probably going to be a pro title. But really, I guess we'll see what happens. It seems like sort of like a very colorful,
Puzzle
almost
game, huh?
yeah, yeah. It almost reminds me of like Trin. I feel like it'll be similar
Yeah.
gameplay. Like it's certain puzzled platforming areas, and then you just continue to the next puzzle platforming area.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like little
Yeah,
puzzle like that.
yeah. One of my favorite games I remember was the dark the dark game. Now, oh, I had the name in my head and then it slipped away.
It's gonna come back to you.
I know it'll come back like 6 hours later. Now, oh, if you're interested at all in playing some Rainbow Six Siege, it's free to play this weekend. So you got a couple hours left. You can jump right in. Yeah, so pretty cool.
Did they made it
And
like free for a week or something like that? No, it's just
free
for the week.
through. I think it doesn't mention how long here. It just says free until March 24th, and the article came up on the 17th. So
Yeah.
perhaps it was free,
Yeah, it
maybe
was
to
for a
sort of
week,
bring
no?
in their new season because I know it's year 7 started.
Yeah, that's
So
right. I think it was free for the whole week, so that's good. A lot of people must have joined and tried it out and got destroyed because of
oh my
my
gosh,
I'm
I
a
get
like good
flattened when
player.
I go in there. Oh,
Oh, some discount.
some big Ubisoft discounts for the pro people. We have massive price slashes, basically like 10% of what the RSP is. Yeah, I mean, you can check out this list. Obviously, it just looks like everything Ubisoft is on sale for more than 50% off on like everything. Oh, we have Control on sale as well. Wow, just a lot of like, is
Yeah.
anything regular price on Stadia?
That's just it. And if you have your pro, as you can see, there's like a sale if you're not a pro membership, plus another
Yeah.
sale if you're pro membership. So it make people to play on Stadia so much easier. Like look at some of the game, they're $5. I think like Terraria. I know it's in pound the amount, but Terraria was like $5 or not even $4 Canadian. So it's like.
Yeah, and how much fun did you have playing
I know
Terraria?
that game. I think I will go back to it. I think there was an update recently, but mainly for a Steam player. But I wish I could bring it to Stadia also. But yeah, a lot of sales. Like if you go through the list, it's just like
Oh my god, yeah.
crazy. That's
Yep.
awesome.
It's never buy anything full price on Stadia. That's
No.
the lesson. Now we have Mad Streets. So something I want to talk about on Mad Streets is just something I got wind of. It's just like the lobbies were crazy low. I hope
Or
that changes. I hope people get into Mad Streets, but
it's not
somebody
crossplay or
saw
something?
somebody saw us. I'm not sure if it's crossplay, but somebody shared a screenshot of like I don't know, like less than 10 people in a lobby. And
Oh
it just
wow.
like makes it a little bit frustrating.
Mm-hmm. Those
So
type of game, if you're waiting to like create a party to play the game, yeah, that could be frustrating.
yeah, yeah. So I hope things go on the up for Mad Streets. Maybe bringing it to Stadia Pro title is the way to go to get up the population, but we'll see. We'll see what they do.
Exactly.
Um, what is this? We have some awesome time trials. So this is no Stadia account required,
Mm-hmm.
basically anonymous play. Very interesting. I think we'll just see this list expand and expand. Grime,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is my game of the year for 2021. Every time I go on Twitter, I'm like, Grime 2021 is the best.
That's pretty
Uh,
cool. So they basically announced the the rain risk of rain too being available for that, and then they afterward release all those games that people can try for free. They can test out Stadia, see if it's worked for them, and I think they gain like different amount of time for each game. So 30 minute of trials there. I think Risk of Rain was like an hour long. I think the
yeah,
trials.
yeah,
So
it's
it's
an hour
pretty
long.
cool they're doing that. I think it's gonna make easier for the developer to like try to release a game and just show how long. Like see Grime 102 hours long. That's pretty
2
cool.
hours.
Like
That's because they know you. If you play 2 hours, you
you're
need to
gonna
finish
get
it.
hooked. Yeah, you're gonna get
Right?
hooked up.
You can't beat the game in 2 hours unless you're like speed running. I feel, and you know exactly what you're doing. Like, oh my god, that game is so good.
Well, like if you're someone that want to go back at it and would like to try on Stadia, well there you go.
Yeah, try and speed run it if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Don't want to get it. Uh, wicked, wicked. So I would see. I think this list is just gonna keep expanding and expanding.
Steam
Pretty
World
cool.
Dig, I've played that game. I don't know if you did.
Steam. Yeah, I played some of that game like very back in like the early days of Stadia. It was like one of the games you got in Pro, maybe like month 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So I remember going through that and dig. It was almost like Terraria a little bit.
Yeah, so you just gotta dig down and collect some material, sell it, and you basically, I think the second one you're looking for your uncle, and then yeah,
Uh,
but it's pretty fun game if you haven't played it.
and then the Jack in the Box. So that's like
You can play for free for 30 minutes.
yeah,
Just
which is
get your
wicked.
family. Yeah, it's pretty cool because then you can just bring your family together and just say like, hey, let's play this for 30 minutes for free.
Yeah. And then this one I saw a lot of
Yes.
noise on Twitter about Monstrum Nox. Like people like are just so excited they can just play this for free and like try it out. And Stadia is pretty awesome. So
Yes, 9. I don't even think it's a pro title either.
isn't it?
I
Isn't
know
it?
one of them was, but not the Yes 9.
Oh, maybe not.
It's
Maybe not 9. Yeah, you could be right there.
but that's pretty cool. Everybody can try it. Even people that don't have like we have pro, but we don't have like let's say that game. So it's pretty cool. It's available. Yeah, it's like like you have to buy it. It's not
Yeah.
available for pro titles. So
Yeah.
it's 79 bucks, so you can play for free for 2 hours. Damn, that's pretty cool.
It says 2 hours. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
was looking at because
Well,
here on the article it says 30 minutes.
that's maybe if you don't have an account. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, it says play 120 minutes for
oh,
free.
that's pretty cool. That's
Oh, I'm
that's
gonna
more than enough to try the game and then get yourself hooked, and then you obliged to buy the game to finish it, right?
I'm gonna let Dan know.
That's funny.
Cool.
Hey, awesome. I like those trials. That's like some amazing like news that they came up with. Like even if you have a pro title, you can test out all those games too.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably gonna try that. Yes, like when I get bored of Destiny too. Like eventually it's gonna calm down, like with all the trials and all the iron banners. So I'll be like probably trying more games and just staying on Destiny, right?
Yeah, I still want to get into Genesis, have a good couple sessions of that.
Mhm.
So yeah, I look forward to it.
Some other mention, something you sent me this week, the Elden Ring petition. So there's a
Oh yeah,
petition
yeah,
on
yeah.
Twitter. We can probably post it in our description. But someone started a petition to have Elden Ring coming to Stadia, which is pretty cool. It's like a pretty massive game. It's a Souls-like RPG game. It's available on Steam and other platform, but Stadia. And I think a lot of the Stadia player will like to see that game. But have a look. There's the Twitter post. So also, the other thing I didn't see in Stadia Source was X Defiant is now available for Stadia to. There's the Elden Ring link. So X Defiant. So that was a Ubisoft game. Tom Clancy, based on Tom Clancy. They're going away from Tom Clancy. Apparently, they're gonna create their own story. So it's not gonna be related to Tom Clancy. But at the end of the day, if you go on to XDefiant webpage, you can sign up for the beta testing for Stadia. So go ahead, go check it out. It's pretty cool. It's available for that. So yeah, that was just the other bit of news I wanted to add.
Good news drops. Yeah, good news
Mm,
drops. All right. Well, that being said, I believe that rounds out our news. I want to say thank you to our new sponsor, or where we get our news from, which is Stadia Source. Thank you, as always, for hitting us up with the most recent news on Stadia. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like the video and notification bell for an alert when our podcast hits the air. Leave a comment and tell us about Stadia in your gaming life. You know, what's going on? How are you doing in the cloud? Are you finding it more awesome than gaming on a console, or maybe not? Let us know. Well, thanks, Nads, for joining me this week. I'm look forward to gaming on Stadia through the week, and then getting back to our audience next Sunday.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, probably see you guys next week. I think we're gonna go back to our normal time. I think the last couple time we did our podcast, we were like slightly off our time, but yeah, we'll get back at it.
Yeah, for sure. So hopefully, what is it? What did we say? 10, 11?
Yeah, something like that.
All
We'll
right.
probably like schedule something and post it on all the social media.
Wicked. So that's the news for this week. We thank you for tuning in and hearing our thoughts. Look forward to sharing more in the future. As always, I'm Ricardo, and joined by my super co-host Sebastian, giving you our perspectives on the cloud.
Yeah. So
Sorry, did you want to say something?
oh,
I was
good.
going to end it after that.
All good. I'll see
All
you
right.
guys
All
next
right.
week and see you
See you
guys
next
soon.
week.